Hello traders and welcome back to the Deriv Navigator Academy. In today's live, we'll be looking exclusively at over 3 and under 6. Okay, so I want us to understand what they entail in depth. Okay, I know I've made several videos about them, but this live will basically open your mind more about these two. Welcome. For those who are joining us, you're very welcomed. In this live, basically, we are looking at over 3 and under 6 in depth. Okay, Jonathan, I hope you can hear me clearly. I hope you can hear me well. Yeah, so basically, if you've never understood over 3 and under 6, we'll be looking at it in this video. All right, and please guys, ensure you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out. Okay, because we release video on a daily basis. So if you don't end up subscribing, you'll be missing out a lot. Okay, and I promise you a lot, because we release really amazing videos, shorts every single day without fail. Okay, and I'm telling you, these videos are really informative to you as a trader. Okay, they'll push your game as a trader to a really high level, you know. Yeah, I hope I'm clear to everyone right now. Yeah, so if you have any question, by the way, about over under, basically anything about Deriv or something you have noticed in Deriv, or basically you just have any query about Deriv, this is the platform. Okay, ask whatever query you have and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Okay, yeah, these legs are basically to push each other forward as traders. Okay, at the end of the day, as traders, we must stick together and help each other, because this journey is not easy when you do it alone. Okay, it is better when you do it with other traders, you know. Yeah, so it makes your work so much easier when you do it with another community of other traders. All right, does anyone have any question whatsoever about Deriv as we start? Because I'm telling you guys, it will be really awesome. Okay, that is one of the things I can promise you, so that you don't end up missing out. Okay, yeah, this live these lives are basically here to help you out as a trader. Okay, yeah. Does anyone have any question whatsoever about Deriv as you start? Because I want us to go directly into it, and we'll be covering a lot in Deriv. Okay, a lot. We'll be looking in depth about over 3 and under 6. Okay, because these are the two markets that if you do them correctly, you'll actually make a really good amount of profit every single day without fail. Okay, so at the end of the day, it is very important to understand what you're doing whenever it comes to over 3 and under 6, because by the way, guys, there is this belief in trading. Okay, I'm also one of the believers whereby we believe that if you have enough capital, you will make it, or having enough capital is the hack. But actually it is not. The hack in trading is under having a good strategy. Because I'm telling you, if you combine a good strategy, I repeat, if you combine a good strategy with a good bot, okay, the amount of money you'll be able to make, if you combine a good strategy with a good capital, the amount of money you can make is limitless. And I mean limitless. There is no limit to the amount of money you can make in trading once you combine a good strategy. All right, once you combine a good strategy and a good capital, okay? But then having enough capital makes your work so much easier. That is why I made a video on the channel called can you grow a 0.35, where basically I used my demo account to show, okay, as you can see, I blew my demo account. So should you actually start with 0.35 in trading? No, please don't. Okay, just look for enough capital and trade, even if you can just get 50 to 100, something that can enable you to move forward. But please do not start with extremely low amounts of capital. Growing that capital will be so hard that it will make you hate trading. Okay, so please try by every means possible to get a good capital. Look for good capital. Look for a good amount that will make your trading journey so much easier. Okay, it is much better when you do it that way, instead of starting with, because anytime you start with a small amount, you are very prone to distraction. It is like whenever there is a, let's say the time the COVID-19 was circulating, if you had very poor immunity during that time, the COVID-19 will have wiped you away. Okay, yeah, so at the end of the day, you must be strong. Okay, in trading, only the strong survive. So if your account is extremely weak, yes, it can survive, but it will be extremely difficult for you. Now, if you trade differs and you have a 0.35 account, for you to grow that 0.35 to 0.55, you need to do 20 runs just to get 0.20. 20 runs to get 0.20. Do you know how tiring that is? 20. You sit there and know in those 20 runs, it is not guaranteed you'll win all of them. Okay? So it becomes really hectic. Okay? Yeah, so please, I will always insist on this. Look for good capital, ensure you have a good strategy, and it will be much very easier for you. Okay, yeah, so please, if you have always wondered how can you do this, or if it is correct, if you look for enough capital is the hack. Okay, yeah, so please check it out. It will really improve you as a trader. Okay, for those who are joining us, we are looking at over 3 and under 6, and you're figuring it how can we actually make it for over 3 and under 6, how can we be making any profits every single day without fail? Okay, how can we basically make profits every single day without fail? Okay, for all of us as traders, our main aim is but then for traders, never sugarcoat it. The main aim for you as a trader is just to make profit. Okay, there is nothing more, nothing less. You're just there to make profit, to make good income and live. Okay, so that is why we are here to understand. For Jonathan, I can see you are saying Evenode. Yes, Evenode is coming. Okay, I'm going in sections. Okay, yeah. So for Evenode, I'll give it a full live stream, a very comprehensive one that will really be very educative to all traders. Okay, yeah. So if you're wondering if you can be able to trade Evenode, yes, you will. Before we cover that on the channel, go to the channel on Deriv Navigator Academy. And then select the name of the channel, select playlist, and you'll find a playlist called Evenode. I've made about 20 videos or 40 videos on Evenode. So basically, it will give you a good understanding before we start to trade Evenode in Deriv. All right. So if you're wondering how you can do it, just go to the channel. You will find it right there. Okay. Yeah. So I'm also. Let me start. Okay, I want also to live stream this on TikTok at the same time. Yeah, so that our TikTok audience gets notification of this. Because it will be it is a crime for anyone to miss on this live. Okay, yeah, because it will be really impactful to everyone. So please, yeah, if you know anyone who trades in Deriv, share the live so that at least you can start and they'll be impacted. Okay, as I'm telling you guys, traders, we must stick together. Okay, this journey is not easy for anyone. It is not easy for anyone. Trading is hard by default. But now what you do once you enter into trading, the effort you put to learn it, the strategies you learn, the capital you invest, that is what makes this process easy. But trading in its natural form is extremely hard, especially if you talk to someone who basically does not trade in Deriv a lot, or basically has not had enough practice and they've ended up investing in Deriv. You hear them complaining, saying that Deriv is a scam, Deriv is extremely hard, trading does not work, and so on, because it is frustrating, and you can understand them. Imagine losing money every single day you trade. At some point, you will be like, it is rigged. Okay, it is rigged. There is no way trading works. Okay, so it comes from a point of pain. So please ensure you invest a lot of time into learning, but then never rush. Okay. Deriv is here to stay. So instead of you learning Deriv today or learning a strategy today and then rushing in the evening or rushing the next day to start trading, please don't do that. Learn first as you're practicing in demo. Once you see you have mastered a couple of strategies, now deposit a good amount of capital and then start and use quite a low stake. And I'm telling you, you'll be able to grow that account to any amount that you want. But in trading, a strategy and capital are the backbone when it comes to making it in trading. Okay, so I hope that is okay to everyone. Okay, yeah, so yeah, please guys, if you know anyone who trades in Deriv, share this live to them, share them to WhatsApp group, because we must cover this. Okay, yeah, it will be really impactful, guys, really impactful. And thank you for everyone who is joining us. Again, for those who are joining us, you're looking at over 3 and under 6 in Deriv. Okay, yeah. Over 3 and under 6. Over 3 and under 6. Okay. We'll be starting in the next 15 seconds, okay? Because I want us to cover this and we'll be covering it in its totality. Yeah, so you don't want to miss out at all. Okay? Yeah. Awesome. You're now also live on TikTok. Yeah, so let us start. Without wasting any other time, let us get directly into it. Okay? So what do you look at whenever you are trading over 3 and under 6? All right? Now, when you're trading over 3, first of all, you should know that anytime you're trading in Deriv and you are basically under 4, all right? Whenever you're trading over 0, over 1, over 2, over 3, over 4, you're basically in the safe zone. Okay, the safe zone is basically from 4 going backwards. Anytime you are trading under 8, under 6, under 5, under 9, you're also in the safe zone because you are trading because you are above 5. Okay, so whenever you're trading over 3, first of all, know you're in the safe zone. Okay, you're in a safe place, so that is something that you should know. All right, so over 3, first of all, yes, it is safe. Okay, so if you're a trader in the Deriv and you're wondering if it is a risky, no, then yes, over 3 is risky, but it is safe. The second thing, over 3 carries a risk of about 20%. Okay, it seems a bit high, but it's not high. Okay, whenever you're trading even odd, you have even odd carries a risk of usually carries a risk of 50%. Okay, so you see it is quite high. Okay, now when you're trading over under or over 3, basically you're facing 20% risk and 80% win rate. Okay, so you see it is quite nice. Okay, so what is the strategy for over 3? All right, what do you look at whenever you're trading over 3? The first thing, ensure 0, ensure 1, ensure 2, ensure 3. All of them, ensure they are all below 10%. Anytime you open the chart and you see 3, 2, 1, and 0 are all below 10%, just know that is a fast tick. Okay, you know that is a good signature or a good sign. Okay, now why am I saying this? So what happens is that anytime you're trading in Deriv, right? I hope you can all hear me keenly. Now, anytime you're trading and 0, 1, 2, and 3 end up being below 10, it shows us that the under market is weak. And what does that signify? Anytime the under market is weak, the over market is strong. All right? So it puts you in a very good position as a trader. All right? So ensure 0, as you can see right now on my chart, 0, 1, 2, and 3, below 10%. That is a standard. All right? 0 can be, okay, to make it even more ideal, ensure 0 has an extremely low percentage. It can be below 9.5, but that's not a must. The main thing is just ensure 0, 1, 2, and 3 are all below 10%. Once you ensure that, right, ensure the green circle or the green bar, many people call it, is 3 numbers away. All right? So the green bar can be of 3. It can, the green bar can be, should not be touching 4. It should not be touching 5. And it should not be touching 6. It should either be on 7, 8, or 9. All right. Now you might be asking again, why? All right. Why should this be the case, or why should this be observed? Okay. Why should this be observed? Okay, the main reason we say this is because anytime you're trading, and okay, first of all, the green circle usually represents the most appearing number, right? It represents the most appearing number. So anytime that green circle will be near our number that will be near the number that you are trading over for, it will put us in a lot of risk. Okay, why? Because the numbers around the green bar end up being selected a lot of time. Okay, you'll find that usually whenever, especially when you're using your bot, the numbers around 3 will end up being selected a lot, like a lot. You'll find that they're keeping on being selected over and over and over again. So what if, let's say, the green bar is at 4? 3 will end up being selected a couple of times, and remember that will really make us have a loss. Okay, so that is why I'm saying ensure that green circle or the green bar when you're trading over 3 is 3 numbers away from you. Okay, yeah, so that will ensure that 3 is not selected randomly. Remember, the Deriv Navigator Academy is run by a random generator algorithm. So it tends to generate numbers randomly based on a particular pattern. Okay, and mostly the numbers around the green circle will be predicted by the random generator more. All right, so you want to ensure that does not occur. Okay, yeah, so if you're wondering how, yeah, that is it. Okay, the other thing, okay, if you have a question before you proceed, please ask. Okay, I want to cover over 3 and under 6 slowly. I don't want to rush. I don't want to have any hurry, because that is what usually makes many people mess up whenever it comes to trading. I want to take it as slow as it can be and make it careful. Okay, so if you have, but then for the individuals who are watching, we are looking at over 3 and under 6. Currently, you have said the first thing that you should look at whenever you're trading over 3 and under 6 is whenever you're trading over 3, ensure 0, 1, 2, and 3 are all below 10%. That signifies the under market is weak, and thus that will favor our over market. Okay, yeah, so anytime the under market is weak, the over market is powerful. Okay, so that is the first thing whenever you're looking trading over 3. The second thing, ensure that green bar, as many of you call it, or the green circle, is 3 numbers away from us. It should not be touching 0, it should not be touching 1, it should not be touching 2, it should not be touching 3, it should not be touching 4, it should not be touching 5 or 6. It should be 3 numbers away from us. What does 3 numbers away signify? 7, 8, or 9. So anytime you're trading over 3 and the green circle is not on 7, 8, or 9, get out of that market. Okay, that is not an over 3 market. Now, you might ask, is it a must? Okay, if I come to the market and I trade when the green circle is on 4, will I incur a profit? Yes, you will, but you will be in a greater risk of a loss. Okay, whenever you're trading over 3, you require about 2 or 3 times your stake. All right, yeah, remember, in trading, no one wants a loss. Losses are the worst enemy for every trader. You don't want losses, you want profit, and you want to have good profits. So the strategies that you usually apply are usually applied to basically minimize the level of losses we will face. Okay, that is why we apply these strategies, to basically minimize the losses we as traders will face, or to minimize the risk of us incurring a loss. Okay, we cannot avoid losses. In trading, you cannot avoid losses in trading. What you can do is minimize them so much that you are able to incur a profit at the end of the day. Okay, I hope I'm clear with everyone on that. All right, now let me use my demo account to illustrate something right here. Let me show you something, guys. Let me show you. Let me reset it. Okay. The reason you can see the balance is 0.27 is because I was making a video whereby I was illustrating if you can actually grow a $0.35 account. If you have not watched that video, you're missing out. Okay. Yeah. So now, as you can see currently, if I open this market, okay, now this is what happens to most new traders. They'll open the market and they will just see the green circle is on 7. They'll not do any analysis, and they'll come and just start pressing over. And you'll see they'll start experiencing profits. As you can see, that is a first profit. Okay. Let me click again. As you can see, the profit whenever you're trading over 3 is 58%, which is actually really nice. Okay. But the over 3 is actually really nice. Because in over 3, first of all, the risk you're facing is low and the profits are nice. Anytime you're getting a profit of more than 50%, that is really amazing. Okay, yeah, so anytime, let's say you're investing $1, let us try with $1, you will get 1.51. So you have gained 0.51. Okay, anytime you're trading, now let me show you the power of capital. Anytime you're using $1,000, only one run, you have made $231. Okay, all right. Oh, we have sorry. Let us select 3 as our prediction. And as you can see, over 3 is 63. Okay, the more the capital you use, the better the profit becomes. Okay, that's another advantage. Guys, capital. Okay, let us all strive to look for good capital. Now, if I use 1,000 and I do one successful run, only one successful in over 3, and I've not even analyzed the market, and I click over, only one successful run, $633. Only one run in over 3. That is about 70,000 shillings for those who are in Kenya or East Africa. That is a lot of money for anyone, at any place in the world. So, as I've said, have a good strategy and a good capital, and that is it. Now, as you can see, I've experienced profits without even analyzing. Okay, so you might ask, can I continue doing this? No, because when I keep doing this, at some point I'll experience very bad losses. So ensure you have a strategy at all times. Have a strategy. Yes, you can go to the analysis tool and it will tell you over 3 has a possibility of 90%, and you'll be confident with that. But please have a good strategy for you as a trader. Analyze the market with that good strategy. Now, after that, now you can confirm with analysis tools and with other tools. Okay, but first of all, ensure you have a good strategy. Because believe me, if you depend on the analysis tools alone, you'll end up experiencing very bad losses. Okay, yeah, so you can see how it is. So basically over 3, that is it. 0, 1, 2, and 3 below 10%. Ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away from us. So it should either be on 7, 8, or 9. The red circle, you might be asking, where should the red circle be? The red circle can be anywhere. It can be on 0, it can be on 1, it can be on 2, it can be on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is, it can be anywhere. Because basically the red circle usually represents the least occurring number. So anytime you see the red circle, as long as the green circle is perfectly situated, the red circle does not matter. For those who have joined us, we are looking at over 3, where basically you have said for over 3, ensure 0, 1, 2, and 3 are below 10%. Right? And then ensure the green circle or the green bar or the green percentage is 3 numbers away from us. So anytime you're trading over 3, that green circle should either be on 7, 8, or 9. All right. And again, ensure the percentage of the green circle is nowhere near the percentages of 3, 2, 1, or 0. All right. As you can see right now, let me zoom in so that you can see. Right now, 7 has let me zoom in a bit. Okay. Let me zoom out. Okay, I've zoomed in excessively. All right. As you can see right now, 7 has 11.8 and 3 11.4. This is very bad. We should always ensure the percentage of the green circle is nowhere near the percentages of 3, 2, 1, or 0. Okay? Because we want to avoid that situation whereby the green circle jumps from 7 to 3 to 2 to 1 or 0. Because that will really make it bad for us as traders. Okay? So you want to ensure that is observed. Right? Yeah, and that is basically over 3. For entry point you ensure 2 or 3 numbers have been touched by the ticker. So the ticker can come to 3, 2, 1, and 0. 3, 2, 1, press over. 2 and 1, press over. 0, 3, 2, and 1, press over. 0, 2, and 1, press over. But as long as 1 is the last number that is touched by the ticker, you are safe. So whenever you're trading over under, ensure 1 is the last number that is touched by the ticker at all times. Okay? 1. So the ticker, ensure the ticker touches 2 other numbers before it touches 1. So it can go to 0 and 2 and it touches 1, press over. It can go even to 0 and 1, press over. But ensure before the ticker touches 1, it has touched at least 1 or 2 other numbers. Okay? Yeah, because as I told you guys, for those who watched our previous live, every time the ticker touches 1, it tends to jump to numbers above, above 5. Okay? That is why we usually like it whenever it touches that ticker. Okay? So whenever it touches 1. That is why you hear me keeping on insisting that 1 should always be the last number that appears before you press over. Okay? Yeah, so that is basically over 3. For those who have joined us, you have looked at over 3. So for those who have joined us and you're wondering what we're speaking about, you can just rewind a bit and you'll be able to see it much more clearly. Okay? Yeah. So does anyone have a question before you even proceed? Because I want us to, I want you, every time you come to this live and you leave, you feel that you have gained something. Okay. In this life, when whatever you do, ensure you gain something or a good lesson from it. Okay. Does anyone have a question before we proceed to under 7? Because right now I want to jump directly to under 7. Okay, I want us to go directly to under 7. Okay, I'm looking for a question. Anyone who has any question whatsoever about under 7, please feel free to ask your query right now. Okay, ask a question. And all right, no one has a question. Let us go directly to under 7. Under 7, once again, it carries the same risk and reward as over 3. All right. Yeah, so you're also very safe whenever you're trading it. Now, what do you look at whenever you're trading under 7? All right. First of all, you should know that under 7 carries a profit a profit ratio of about 80%. So you have a 80% chance of getting a profit and a 20% chance of gaining a loss, which is not bad. All right. In under 7, you get a profit of, let us look at, you get a profit of, okay, let me minimize this. Let me get to $10. In under 7, you get a profit of 40%, which is not bad. Actually, it is very nice. Okay, 40% is really, really good. If you look at it at a very good angle, 40% is because it means if you have 1,000, let us look at this. If you have 1,000, you'll get approximately, let us look, $400, which is not bad, which is really, really nice. Okay, it is really nice. So you are in a really good place whenever you're trading under 7. All right. Yeah. So before I proceed, I can see I have a few questions. I can see Teddy. Teddy, thank you very much for your question. What is the difference between volatility indices and jump indices? Okay. Basically, volatility indices are run by a random generator algorithm. All right. Yeah. Volatility is basically every volatility. Okay, but all volatilities are the same. It is just that volatility 10 will have a lower price movement. 25 on S will have a faster price movement, 50 will have a faster, 75 will have a faster, 100 will have the highest, and so on. Okay, so volatility basically represents the level of price movement in the market. Basically, that is the meaning of volatility in the market. Okay, yeah, so that's something that you should know. All right. So for step indices is not that highly researched. Okay, there's not a lot of information. If you try and look for information, I'm always trying to look for information on step indices, but I've not found any information from the Deriv, first of all from the Deriv YouTube channel and from various sources. But I can tell you volatilities run, all volatilities are the same, but just the numbers you see on volatilities represent the level of price movement. Volatility 10 has a 10% price movement, 25, 25%, 50 on S, 50% price movement, 100 on S, a 100% price movement, and so on. Okay? Yeah, so that is why usually here, whenever you're a new trader, focus on the low price movement volatilities. That is volatility 10, volatility 25, volatility 15, and so on. So that you don't end up being messed with the market. Because if you trade something like volatility 100, whether if you ever trade volatility 100 without a good strategy, you'll end up experiencing a loss. Okay, especially when you're trading digits. If you're trading rise and fall, 100 is perfect because 100 has a lot of movement. Because most times whenever you're trading rise and fall and you go to something like volatility 25, you'll find that that candlestick is not moving. It is moving so, the price movement is so little that you cannot be able to predict if the market will go up or down. So anytime you're trading rise and fall, please focus on 100 on S. But if you're trading on digits, go for the lower volatilities. That is 10, 15, 25, and 50. And if you have understood the strategy you are using, target 100. Okay? Yeah. So I hope Teddy have answered your question. Crown Global Media, under 3. No, we are covering over 3. All right? It is over 3. It's not under 3. It is over 3 market. And if you have joined us and you're basically wondering what is going on, we are covering over 3 and 6. Okay? Jonathan, thank you very much for the correction. Sorry, we are covering over 3 and under 6. Okay, those are the two trade types we are covering. For those who have joined us, you can just rewind a bit so that you see what you have discussed on over 3 because it will be really impactful to you. Okay. All right, Bon. I have also a question from Kyoko. Kyoko, thank you very much for your comment. Does this has relation with the candles? Okay. Basically, okay, whenever you're trading digits, that is matches and differs, even odd or over under, you do not have the option to select candlesticks. Okay, if I come here and try to select candlesticks, you will see I don't have that option. Okay, yeah, so but basically candlesticks represent what is happening in the market. Okay, candlesticks are a direct depiction of what is happening in the Deriv. That is what candlesticks represent. But whenever you're trading digits, I will advise you not to use candlesticks. Use the digit circles or the numbers. Use them. Candlesticks will not help you a lot whenever it comes to digits. Okay, remember, this is not Forex. In Forex, we use candlesticks a lot. But here we use the numbers because, again, this is an algorithm. Okay? Yeah, so you end up using numbers. The algorithm, whenever it comes to candlestick, you will not be able to get any pattern because it is generating those candlesticks randomly. So if you try to find a pattern in those candlesticks whenever you're trading digits, it will be hard. If you're trading rise and fall, that is fine. You can use candlesticks. You can use various analysis tools. You can use various analysis techniques. That is really nice. But when it comes to digits, only use the numbers. Okay? Yeah. So Kyoko, I hope I've answered your question. If you feel I've not answered it correctly, you can always ask for clarification in the comment section, and I'll repeat it. Sorry for that. I have Smarter Shayla. Thank you very much for your question. My circles doesn't appear in graph. All right. If your circles do not appear, it means you have not selected the correct trade type. So what you do is come here. As you can see right here on my screen, there's this part called over under. All right, this part. Most times when you open the Deriv for the first time, especially in the morning, or basically if you had closed the Deriv and you're opening it, you will find that it looks like this. Let me show you. Now, anytime you're opening the Deriv after a long time of not opening it, you'll find it like this. So you'll open it and wonder, where are the circles? What is going on? So what you're supposed to do is basically come here, select accumulators, and then scroll until you find over under, select it. Once you select it, you will see the digit circles right there. Okay, they're right there. So yeah, because I know, yeah, that is a question that most traders have come to me asking me. I cannot see my digit circles. Where are my digit circles and so on? It is there. Okay, you basically have to select the right trade type and you'll find it right there. Okay, awesome. So I hope Sheila have answered your question. If you have any more question, if you have any question that you feel it's not covered, please ask it. Okay, but thank you very much for your question. Elvis, repeat on entry point. Okay, I'll repeat on over 3 shortly before you go to under 6. Okay. Ben Kyoko, thanks, you're very welcome. Lewis is asking the entry point. Awesome. Let me repeat on the entry point for over 3 once again so that everybody hears how it goes for over 3. Now, for over 3, once you've analyzed the market and all conditions are perfect. What do I mean for the conditions are perfect? 0, 1, 2, and 3 are below 10%. The green circle is 3 numbers away from us. That means that the green circle is either on 7, 8, or 9. All right? And you see that the percentage of the green circle is nowhere near the percentages of 3, 2, 1, and 0. And you see that the percentages are not near. Now, what do I mean by this? The percentage of the green circle should have a difference of more than 1.5% from 3, 2, 1, and 0. Because if the percentage of the green circle is extremely close to 3, 2, 1, or 0, we will be in danger. So you want that green percentage to be as far away from us as it can go. Okay? So that is the, once you see all these conditions are perfect. Now what do you do? If you're trading manually, listen carefully. If you're trading manually, ensure 2 or 3 numbers appear, or 2 or 3 numbers below 3 are selected, one being the last number before you press over. What do I mean? So the ticker can come and touch 3 and then 1. Once you see it has touched 3 and 1, press over. Once you see it has touched 3 and 0, and then 1, press over. But ensure 1 is the last number that is selected. I repeat, ensure 1 is the last number. But before 1 is selected, ensure at least 1 or 2 other numbers. So it can be 0, or basically ensure at least 2 or 1 other number has been selected first before it lands on 1. Okay? But ensure first of all the ticker lands on 1 before you press over. Okay? So ensure it has gone to 3 and then 1, press over. 1 and then, 0 and then 1, press over. 2 and then 1, press over. But ensure 1 is the last number that is selected or that appears before you press over. If you're trading with a bot, once you see the conditions have aligned, go to your bot, set it up and run it. Do not do any timing. You go to your bot, set it up accordingly, and run your bot. Alright? Do not disturb yourself with a lot of complex analysis. No, do not time. Okay? Just go to your bot and run it. Once you see the conditions are perfect, go to your bot. Bots usually execute trades every second, so they are very fast. Okay, so you do not need to do any timing whenever it comes to using a bot. Okay, I hope that is clear for everyone. But that is basically the entry point for over 3. I've also made a video about this, so you can go to the channel. I've made a very detailed video on this. Go check it out. It will be really informative to you. Okay. I have okay. You can see Smarter asking again. Then still entry point is still challenging me. Please let it not challenge you. Okay. If you feel I cannot get it still, just go to the channel. Okay. Select. You'll go to the. Okay. Let me show you. Let me show you where you can get that video right now. Yeah, because I know, yeah, it might be quite, okay, the entry point usually confuses a lot of people. Whenever it comes to strategies, we usually have a strategy for the manual strategy and the bot strategy. Whenever you're trading manually, it becomes really difficult because you need to do a lot of timing. But whenever it comes to using a bot, you just go to your bot, set it up, and run it quickly without wasting any other time. Okay? Yeah, I can see Samson is asking. Samson, thank you very much for your comment. Is 0 the entry point for over 2 or no? Now, for whenever you're trading over 2, all right, ensure either 1 is selected and then you press over, or another number has been selected and then 1 is selected. Okay, but for whenever it comes to over, 1 should be the last number that appears. So whenever you are trading over 2, 1 should be the last number that appears before you press over. So 1 is basically the entry point. Yeah, so you can either wait for that ticker to touch 1 alone and then you press over, or you can wait for that ticker to touch 2 and 1, you press over, 0 and 1, you press over. But 1 should be the last number that is selected before you press over, both for over 2 and over 3. Okay, that is something that you should get. Now, I do not like 0 because anytime you use 0 as an entry point, you'll end up experiencing a loss because for some reason, whenever the ticker comes to 0, it usually ends up a lot going to 3 or 2 or 1, which is very bad for us. Okay, yeah, so do not use 0 unless you're trading over 0. Okay, so yeah. Smarter Shayla, are you using a bot? Are you using, okay, actually, personally, I like using bots. Okay, that is why I usually say if you need bots, come to me. I'll give you the bots you need. I'll give you more than 100 trading bots and more than 100 documents. Okay, because bots make your work so much easier. In Deriv, I can advise you to use a bot. Bot makes your work so much easier. Because as a trader, your work will be to analyze the market as the bot is running. And once you see something has changed in the market, you pause your bot, you come analyze, you reset it and run it, okay? Because you can have the view of the bot and the market at the same time. So it makes your work so much easier. Yeah, so please use bots, okay? Now, Jonathan is asking where can I get the bots. If you need bots, guys, go to my WhatsApp number in the description of this live. WhatsApp me and tell me I need bots, and then I'll guide you how you can get your 100 Deriv trading bots and 100 documents containing various trading strategies instantly. Okay? Yeah, so if you need bots, do not go looking for fraud bots, okay? Yeah, because I've had many traders telling me they go for expensive bots, or basically they go to trade on third-party websites because it is very hard to find a bot and so on. I will give you 100 trading bots instantly. WhatsApp me, my number is in the description, and I'll guide you on how to get your bots right now. Okay? Basically, with these bots, you'll have every best bot in Deriv. You'll never need to worry about any bot ever. Even 10 years to come, you will never ever need to worry about any bot. You'll have everything. Okay? Yeah, I do not give bots. I do not give out 1 bot or 2 bots at extremely high prices. No, I give you everything you need. Everything you need. So if you're interested, please WhatsApp me. Okay? I can see somebody is asking me to pin my WhatsApp number. All right, let me pin it right now in the chat. I don't know if I can be able to do that, but let me try and see. But it is basically in the description of this live. Okay, as you're speaking, the number is in the description of this live. I'll be showing you shortly on how to actually access it. Okay, yeah, because it will be really amazing for you. Sorry. Yeah, I've pinned the message. I've pinned the WhatsApp number right there. Yeah, for anyone who needs a bot, WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is pinned in the comment section. So if you need the bots, WhatsApp me. Yeah, for Elvis, for Jonathan, for everyone who is asking about bots, WhatsApp me and I will guide you on how to get the 100 free bots. Basically, I will show you how you'll get. Okay, I will give you the 100 trading bots and I'll guide you on how to get them. You'll have everything. And my bots, I do not give you bots whereby and then I tell you at a particular month to renew or a particular amount of your profit are deducted. No. These are bots that you will stay with for life. 10 years from now, 30 years from now, they will be your bots for life. Okay? Yeah. So for Elvis, for Jonathan, for inquiries, my WhatsApp number is pinned in the comment section and show you WhatsApp. For Samson, if 1 is the entry point for over 2, does it mean 8 is entry point? Yes. The same way 1 is the entry point, 8 is also the entry point. Okay? Yeah, basically over 1 and under 8 are basically two opposites of the same thing, of the same coin. The same way over 2 and under 7 are the two opposites of one coin. The same principles that apply to over 2 slightly change whenever it comes to under 7. And you will see this whenever and you will see this right now when you go to cover under 6. Okay? You will see a lot of similarity between over 3 and under 6. Okay? Yeah. So if I do not have any other question, I'll proceed to go to under 6. For those who have joined us, we are looking at over 3 and under 6. And right now, we are proceeding to under 6. Okay? So if you want to understand what you have covered so far, just rewind a bit. You'll be able to see everything that you have looked at so far. Now, under 6, what do you look at? All right? First things first, ensure 6, ensure 7, ensure 8, and ensure 9 are all below 10%. That is paramount, that is non-negotiable by all means. Ensure 6, 7, 8, and 9 below 10%. Once that is achieved, ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away from us. The green circle can either be on 2, 1, or 0. But the green circle should not be touching 3, it should not be touching 4, it should not be touching 5. The main reason is the numbers around the green circle or the green bar end up being predicted a lot of times. And so if the green circle is near our number that you're trading under with, it will end up putting us in a very, very dangerous position, which will make us experience a lot of losses. Okay? Yeah, as you can see, the profit ratio for under 6 is 63%. You can see that is really nice. Okay? And remember, under 6 years, the risk is not that high. Okay? So again, you are very safe. So yeah, you have to be smart how you're doing it. Okay? And again, ensure you have good capital and use a low stake. Okay? The main reason usually say low stake is because in trading losses occur. But having enough capital and using a stake that is manageable makes it so much easier for you to recover. The main mistake is that people use extremely high amounts of stake relative to their accounts. Okay, if somebody has a $100 account and they're staking $20, surely only 3 losses will wipe your entire account. Okay, but if you have $100 and you stake 2, it will be impossible for that account to be blown away. Okay, so you have to be smart on how you're implementing these strategies. Now, under 6, as I've said, 6, 7, 8, and 9 should be below 10%. And then ensure the green circle is not touching 5, it is not touching 4, it's not touching 3. It should either be on 3, 2, 1, or 0. All right. Now, once that is satisfied, ensure this. Ensure the green circle is nowhere near in percentage, nowhere close to the percentages of 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because this will show us that the green circle might end up jumping to 6, 7, 8, or 9 at any moment. And remember, that is really bad for us. And that is something that you do not want at any particular time. And by the way, guys, anytime you'll open volatility and you end up seeing 2 green circles or 2 red circles, run away from that market. It shows you that market is extremely, extremely, extremely unstable. So anytime you'll open your chart and you end up seeing 2 green circles, 2 red circles, and whatnot, get away from that market as fast as you can, because it shows you that market is extremely, extremely volatile and unstable, and that will put you in a dangerous position. So anytime you will see that 2 green circles on 7 and 9, and you end up thinking this is a very strong over 3, no, it is not. A market should only have 1 green circle and 1 red circle, and that is it. Not 2, not 3, only 1. Okay? I hope that is clear for everyone. Awesome. Now, so you have looked at the 2 conditions, 6, 7, 8, and 9 below 10%. The green circle, 3 numbers away from us. The green circle should not be anywhere close to the percentages of 6, 7, 8, or 9, because that will put us in a very dangerous position. Okay? So I hope that is clear for everyone. Awesome. Now, once that is satisfied, what do? It is time to trade. Now, what is the entry point? Now, if you're trading manually and you're trading under 6, first of all, by the under 6 carries some risk. Okay? The risk in under 6 somehow is higher than over 3. I don't know how, but somehow. That is why you can see. Let me show you. If I come to over 3, as you can see, yeah. So basically for under 6, just know the risk is a bit high, but you have to be careful. Okay? The risk in under 6 is about 25%. So you have to be very careful on how you implement it. Okay? So first of all, ensure the tick touches 2 or 3 other numbers before you press under. All right. So for under 6, ensure 2 or 3 other numbers have been touched. What do I mean? 6. Okay. Ensure 2 or 3 other numbers have been touched. 8 being the last one. All right. So it can be 6, 7, and 8. Press under. 6 and 8. Press under. 9, 7, and 8. Press under. 9, 6, and 8. Press under. But ensure 8 is the last number that is touched. But ensure before 8 is touched, ensure 2 or 3 other numbers have been touched by the ticker. Okay. Yeah, the main reason for this is to ensure the market will go down from 6 and it will stay down. It will not come back to over 6. Okay? Yeah, and basically that is the entry point if you're trading under 6 manually. If you're trading with a bot, once you see the conditions have aligned, go to your bot, set it up, and run it. That is it. Okay? And it will make your work so much easier. As I've said, whenever it comes to digits, do not focus so much on candlesticks. Put your energy into understanding the psychology of these numbers. Once you understand the psychology of these numbers, you will be unstoppable. But whenever it comes to candlesticks, in digits, in over, under, even odd matches or differ, they might not help you that much. Okay, so please focus on digits. And as I've said, for those who usually use up analysis tools, only use analysis tools as a confirmation. Do not rely on them. Use them as a confirmation. Okay, you have to be smart on how you're doing this, on how you're approaching this. Use them as a confirmation, but do not rely on them. Okay, you can see Splashy is saying, you talk like trade is so easy. I know it is not easy. Personally, I know it is not. Trading is not easy. That is why when I started this video, I said, trading is extremely hard. But the effort you put after that into learning good strategies, practicing, investing in a good capital is what will make it easy. But trading in its nature, trading has to be hard. If trading were easy, these sites will not exist because they will have all of these sites will have been bankrupt. Okay, so these sites are thriving because they know trading is hard and they know people not putting effort into learning or investing in good capitals. So the main source of money or the main source of income for this basically all trading websites is for the extremely small traders, because what happens is that many traders, whenever they come into trading for the first time, they start out with extremely small amounts. Now, as I've said, small accounts have a high chance of being blown. Now, if many traders blow accounts, if many small traders blow small accounts every day, you can see that is really good income for the site. Okay, that is why I'm usually making these videos every single day to show you ways of avoiding to lose your money. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not saying if you see me speaking like this, it does not mean that trading is easy. No, it's not easy. That is why I keep on giving you tips, giving you strategies, giving you advice that will ensure you stay profitable at all times. Okay, every day, even now, I end up practicing. I practice a lot. I ensure I learn a good strategy every day. I go to the Deriv blog page every day. I go to the Deriv status page every day. When I wake up, I come to this site. Let me show you. You guys, you have to know these sites. Okay, I come to this site. It's called Deriv status. All right. So basically, whenever I wake up, I come and type in Deriv status. Okay, as you can see, I've already even typed it. I just click on it. I click on Deriv status page. Basically, this gives me what is happening in the Deriv site. Okay, what is going on today? As you can see right now in Deriv, there is a crypto service maintenance. Okay, and that crypto service maintenance will happen from 3 to 6 p.m. Green Meridian time. Okay, so if I'm a crypto trader, I will avoid crypto for this amount. For this time. Okay, and then after that I scroll and then I see if now this is where you usually see if all the services in Deriv are operational 100%. As you can see right now, all the real trading services in Deriv fully operational. The demo trading services fully operational. The cashier payment services are okay. Let me zoom because I know most of you cannot see clearly. Awesome. Now everyone can see. Now, as I've said, every day when I wake up, this is a routine that I have. I wake up, I open the Deriv status page.io, as you can see right now, and then I start scrolling. First of all, if there is a maintenance, Deriv will post it right here. As you can see right now, there is a service maintenance that is scheduled on 18th October, okay, which is today, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Green Meridian time. So if you are a trader and you not come to this site, you will not know this is happening. And if you're a crypto trader and you end up trading crypto today, you'll end up making losses because they're doing maintenance. Okay, and then you scroll and ensure all this, but they ensure all these are all operational. Okay, as you can see, Trader at some point it lost there was a major outage. See, I hope all of you can see. As you can see, on 18th September 2025, there was a major outage for 38 minutes for CTrader. So if you are a trader and you are using CTrader at this moment, maybe you could have seen some very funny losses. Okay, that is why I'm saying it is very important. So any day you open and you see an orange on today, don't trade that day. Okay, as you can see, there was a major outage. So for people who traded on this day on CTrader, they ended up making a lot of losses because there was a major outage. Okay, and yeah, basically ensure all these are operational. As you can see, demo trading on, let me show you, on 19th September, there was a major outage for 21 minutes. So ensure every day before you trade, even before you open Deriv.com, open up derivstatuspage.io and see what is going on. Okay, ensure all services are operational. Ensure there is no green or there is no orange bar. These orange bars basically represent outages. So anytime you'll see one, avoid it. And then when you scroll, you'll be able to see the system metrics or how the system is performing. You'll be able to see past incidents. As you can see on October 18th, there was an unresolved incident. Crypto service maintenance, okay, there it is. October 17th, no incident. 16, no incident. 15, no incident, and so on. As you can see, no incidents. On October 8th, there was a website scheduled maintenance. All right, you can see what happened during that day. Deriv are actually very accountable. That is why I usually prefer Deriv. All right, they will give you everything you need to know about what is going on with their site. Everything. Okay, for you as a trader, is for you to put effort to actually seeing what is going on. Okay, yeah, so basically before you trade every single day, come to this page and see what is going on. Okay, yeah, because you might end up trading and the market is having a maintenance. Okay, and that will end up blowing your accountants and wondering, is my strategy bad or what is going on? Now after that, I go to the Deriv blog page. Type in the Deriv blog page. Let me type in the Deriv blog page. Now once you type that in, basically this is where Deriv puts news. Okay, news about what is going on a particular day. Let me show you. Now okay, you can see there's a problem with my browser, but yeah, ensure you open up ensure you open up the Deriv blog page. Okay, yeah, basically the Deriv blog page is whereby they will post various articles on whatever is happening in the market. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that is what you should always, as a trader, always yearn to absorb as much information as possible. Okay, get information from as many sources as you can. Okay, absorb. Anytime you see something about Deriv, pause and listen. Okay, anytime you see a new strategy about Deriv, pause and listen. You never know where that information will help you out. Okay, yeah, guys, for you to make it in trading, you have to invest in learning. But then learning is the backbone of trading. Once you learn enough and you practice enough, trading will be easy. Okay, the mistake most of us do is to go into trading not having understood it adequately. And that is why you hear people saying trading is hard, trading it does not work, trading is a scam. I don't know, all these funny stories. Just invest time into learning, practice. But every time you learn a new strategy, don't rush into using it on your real account. Go to a demo, practice it, and then now implement it on your real account. Okay? Yeah, guys, trading is not hard. You have to do it well to make it easy. Okay, yeah. Kennedy is asking which is the best bot. Now, whenever it comes to bot, there is no best bot. Okay, first of all, we have a lot of amazing bots. Okay, like for me, as I've said, I usually have more than 100 trading bots. Okay, now, but then for those who are here, if you need bots, my WhatsApp number is pinned right now. WhatsApp me, I'll show you how to get more than 100 Deriv trading bots and more than 100 documents containing various trading strategies immediately. Okay, basically you'll receive every best bot in Deriv. Now, if you're a new trader and you're starting out, I can advise you to start out with Candlemine and then now go to other bots. Okay, but I usually like Candlemine a lot. So if you're a trader and you're wondering which bot should you use whenever it comes to under even odd, start out with Candlemine and then upgrade from there. But yeah, I can say Candlemine. Start out with Candlemine. All right. Yeah. So I hope I've answered your question. Splash, once again, thank you for your comment. How do you know when to stop trading? Okay. Now, this is a weakness for a lot of traders, whereby you start trading very well, but you wonder, where do I stop? Maybe you've experienced losses and you've been trying to recover that loss since morning and it is now in the evening. Because I remember when I was a beginner, there's a day I traded from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I was still trading. I'm eating as I'm trading. I'm watching a movie as I'm trading. I was trading throughout the entire time. Now, this is what you do, and this is what will save you. Every time, before you even press run, go to your bot and set your target profit and your stop loss, whereby you say, whenever I hit a 20% target profit, I will, whenever I hit a $20 profit, I will stop. And the bot will actually stop by itself. And whenever I hit a 20% loss, I will stop. Now, what this ensures is that you don't overtrade, okay? Because anytime you trade without a ceiling, okay, or a limiter, you'll end up doing it for extremely long amount of time, and you'll end up overtrading or revenge trading and blowing everything. So ensure you set a target profit and a stop loss. This is what will ensure you do not blow your account. And as I told you guys, aim for a 20% profit and aim for a 20% loss. Anytime you reach a 20% profit, exit. Anytime you reach a 20% loss, exit and come back the next day. There is always the next day. Do not try to recover all your losses in one day. That will not work. Okay? Once you have losses, come back the next day. All right? Once you get a 20% profit, leave. 20% loss, leave. That will help you out. Okay? Smarter, thank you for your comment. How many number of runs per volatility? Now, if you're using a bot, to do a maximum of 20 runs at a time. Do 20 runs and then reset the bot. Do another 20 runs, reset it. All right? Yeah, if you're using, okay, for manually does not have, manually, as long as you have not hit your target profit, you can do as many runs as you want. But whenever it comes to a bot, do 20 runs at a time. Okay? Because most bots, whenever you do more than 20 runs, it tends to misbehave. You might tend to make some funny losses, or the bot might lose its effectiveness. So whenever you're using a bot, for any volatility, for any trade type, do 20 runs at a time. You can do 20 runs, reset it, or change to another volatility. But do not cross 20 runs. Okay? Yes, if you cross, you might experience profits, but it puts you in a lot of risk. So only do 20 runs at a time whenever you're using your bot. All right? Yeah, so that is the number of maximum runs for volatility. So basically, guys, that is over 3 and under 6. Okay? For those who have joined and they do not know how to trade over 3 and under 6, you can go and check, rewind a bit, and you'll be able to see it. For those who need more explanation on this, the videos on the channel, let me come and show you. Okay, let me move this here. So I'll come here and type in, okay, as you can see right now, this is our live. So I'll click on it. Yeah, but I do this basically to educate you guys, okay? I'm not doing this to gain any money or whatever. I'm here to educate, because I know the struggle I felt whenever I was starting trading. Okay, it was really hard. Getting information was difficult. Okay, yeah, so that's why I ensure whenever I have time, I ensure I at least give you some tips. Okay, yeah, at the end of the day, so as I've said, traders is about staying together and staying strong together. Okay, so basically, click on the name of the channel. Once you click on the name of the channel, come to playlist. Once you select playlist, scroll and look for the playlist labeled over under. So basically, here it is, and then click on view full playlist. Once you click on view full playlist, okay, give it some time to load. You'll be able to see all our over under. We have made so many. We have made 53 over under videos. 53. Imagine 53 over under videos. Okay. Okay, so I'll scroll. Sorry. As you can see right here, we have over 6. We have all the strategies, by the way. I'm just here to reinforce whatever I've taught. Okay. As you can see here, we have over 3. Let me zoom so that you can see clearly. As you can see right here, we have how to trade over 3 on Deriv using your phone. So basically, I made a video on how to trade over 3 because, as you guys know, when Deriv updated their site, it was very difficult for traders to trade on the new updated interface. Okay, so that is why I made this video on over 3. So if you have a phone and you basically want to understand how to trade over 3 on your phone very well, here it is. Okay, yeah. So over 3 for phone strategy is there. As I scroll and I go downwards, let me scroll. As you can see, we have so many strategies. Whether you want to learn Uganda from scratch, there's a video and so on. So yeah, everything is here. So once you go to the Deriv Navigator Academy on YouTube and you click on the name of the channel, look for the playlist for the particular strategy you want to learn and you'll find it. Okay, everything is set here for you. As you can see, here is the under 6 strategy. All right, so everything is here. Okay, it is up to you to take the initiative to go to the channel and learn. Okay, as you can see, under 6 strategies there. We made it 1 year ago, so you can go and check it out. Yeah, as you can see, over 3 is here. Over 3 strategy with over 18,000 viewers, and the under 6 strategy with, let us see, under 6 strategy with over 7,000 views. So make sure you go check it out. It will be really educational to you. Okay, in the Deriv Navigator Academy, you have catered for everything. Everything is catered for, even odd. Here it is. You do not know how to use Smart Trader? There it is. Indicator? There it is. Trading examples, so basically you want to see videos on live trades? There it is. You want to learn Forex? There it is. MT5, if you do not know how to use it, there it is. Deriv classes, information about classes, there it is. The e-wallet, how to use the Deriv e-wallet, any updates on Deriv, motivation in case you feel that trading has, basically you want to give up on trading and so on. We are there to give you motivation. Classes, once again, as I've said, online classes, here they are. ICT, if you want to learn the ICT concepts, accumulators. And how, if you do not know how to use candle charts and basically you want to understand them, we have made 19 videos for you. Okay, as you can see here, you have the Deriv tips. Here basically we give tips that actually make you experience good profits every single day. We have over 120 videos. Go check it out. It will really help you as a trader. You do not know how to trade rise and fall. As you can see, how I made $1,000 in 2 minutes. Where basically I made 130,000 shillings in 2 minutes. Go check it out. You do not know how to deposit or withdraw. Here it is. Even odd. Here it is. Matches and differs. Over 30 videos. Here it is. What is the excuse? You have everything here. Whenever it comes to bots, because most of you come to me asking me, which bot do I use? What strategy do I use whenever it comes to bots? We have over 30 videos for you. Let me click on the playlist. We have over 30 videos on bots. Deriv bot test, okay, as you can see, bot trading versus manual trading, how you make $500 a day in Deriv with dollar printer, how you make, okay, as you can see, let me scroll so that you see candle mine versus dollar printer, where basically I compared the two and sort which one actually works best. Okay, as you can see, best volatility for bots. If you want to learn which volatility is actually sorry about that noise. If you want to learn about what volatility is actually the best whenever it comes to bots, there it is. Yeah, so basically you have everything. Go to the channel, look for the playlist of the strategy you want to learn, look for the particular video, and you'll be able to gain so much information from it. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Smart is asking how many number of runs. Okay, I hope I've answered that correctly. Maximum number of runs, 20 runs if you're using your bot. Do I use martingale on trading over 3? Yes. Sorry about that noise, guys, once again. Yeah, whenever you're using your bot, ensure you use martingale. Okay, use martingale. Yeah, whenever you're trading over 3, use a martingale of 2. Okay, don't use 3, use 2. All right, yeah, but use a martingale. Martingales ensure you are able to recover your losses quite easily. Okay. Yeah, Samson once again. Okay, Smart is asking, what does martingale mean anyway in trading? Now, martingale, as I explained in the other live, basically means the number of times your stake will be multiplied once you encounter a loss. What do I mean? If your bot was using $10 and then it lost that $10 and you have set the martingale to 2, so the bot will take your stake that you have lost, multiply it with the martingale, and then I'll use that stake. So if a bot has done one run of $10, it has lost it, and you have set a martingale of 2, so the bot will take that $10 times 2. So the next run, the bot will use $20 in an attempt to recover the $10. Okay, so basically martingale is what enables a bot to recover losses. Okay, a martingale is there basically to help you recover losses. So anytime you're setting your martingale to 4, you're basically telling the bot to multiply your stake by 4 once you encounter a loss. So be very careful whenever you're using your martingale, because let's say whenever you're trading differs, usually set a martingale of 12 or 11. So that tells the bot that whenever I encounter a loss, multiply my stake by 11 or 12 to recover my loss. Okay, I hope I've explained that correctly. If you have any question about that, please ask. Okay. Shab can see Smart once again. How about 5 runs to avoid losses? Yeah, I've said a maximum of 20. You can do 5 runs and then reset. That is completely fine. You can do 6 runs, reset. That is fine. You can even do 1 run and reset. That is fine. But what I'm saying is that do not cross 20. Okay. All that I'm saying is that 20 runs, if you're using your bot, is the maximum, and then you reset it. But you can use 5, you can use 6, you can use 10, you can use 13, you can use 2, you can use 4. You are free, but do not cross 20 runs. Once you cross 20 runs, your bot tends to become less. The competency of the bot decreases, which puts you in a lot of risk. Okay. Yeah, all I've said is 20 runs is the maximum. As long as the number of runs you're doing with your bot is below 20, you are safe. Okay. Yeah, ensure you keep on resetting it once it reaches the maximum, or even before it reaches the maximum. Okay. Yeah. Shabnam once again, yeah, 20 runs. 20 runs is the maximum number of runs you should be using on your bot at a time. As I've said, it is the maximum. I'm not saying that you should do it for 20. No, it is the maximum. Do not cross 20 runs. That is what that I'm saying. Once you see it has reached 20 runs, reset your bot and then continue. Reset. Always keep on resetting. Okay, that is what that I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. So Shabnam, I hope I've answered your question. But yeah, basically, guys, that is everything about over 3 and under 6. As I've said, you can do, for those who have joined us, you have looked at over 3 and under 6 in this live. You can rewind and check it out. Okay, you can rewind and check it out to be able to see what you have covered, or you can go to the channel and you'll find the particular videos on over 3 and under 6 to get a better understanding. But please rewind. We have talked about a lot that will literally save your trading life. Okay. Apart from that, guys, I appreciate you being here until the end. If you have any question after this, put it down in the comment section. This video will still be on YouTube, so ensure you check it out. Okay. Before you end, I'll answer the last question from Shabnam. Yeah, the recommended starting capital for every trader, I still recommend that you start with from $100. Okay. If you do not have enough, just start from 100. I'm telling you that will really help you out. I'm not saying that if you start with $10, you'll fail. If you start with $20, you'll fail. No. If you start from 100, it will be so much easier for you. Okay. Yeah, it will be so much easier for you. Because with the 100, if you have $100 and you end up risking, let's say $5, it will be difficult for you to blow that account, and you'll be making good profits every single day. So if you can at least save up to 100, that will be really amazing. Okay, you can save up as you're practicing, so that you are also able to gain experience and skills as you're saving up. But the minimum I usually recommend is 100. Okay, yeah, just save up to 100, but the higher the better. The higher the better. Okay, and you remember you have to apply proper risk management. Okay, for Splashy, if you have any other question, you can put it down in the comment section and I'll answer you. I will answer any question that is asked about this in the comment section. Okay, yeah, because this video will be also on YouTube as a saved video, so you can comment on it or WhatsApp him. WhatsApp number is in the description, and I'll guide you on how to do it. Okay, for all those who needed bots, my WhatsApp number is in the description, and I've also pinned it, so you can WhatsApp me for more than 100 bots, and I'll guide you on how to get them. But apart from that, guys, I appreciate everyone who has made their effort to come here to listen. I appreciate your effort, your energy, your attention. I appreciate a lot. Okay, ensure you share some of these tips to your fellow traders so that you help each other. Okay, this journey needs a team. We need to help each other and stand with each other, because trading is not easy. Okay, but if you do it as a team, we do it together, we'll accomplish anything. Okay, the motto of this channel is let us grow together. So if there is any way you can help a fellow trader, help them. Okay, that is why I'm saying if you need 100 bots, WhatsApp me, my number is in the description. Okay, apart from that, guys, I appreciate your effort being here, and guys, let us meet in the next live. Once you see a live stream, please ensure you join. It will be really informative to you. Apart from that, guys, have a good one, and let us meet in the next live.